As we hear from a snore in the background.
Just snacks. Just snacks coming out of his mouth. Oh my goodness. As you are lulled into sleep, an alarm sound beeps through.
My blue electric eyes seem to just jump out and bright as the alarm goes off. And I immediately turn to look for a status screen.
On the status screen, you see warning. And Minerva's voice isn't coming through. You just see the image of a warning symbol on the screen. Around the screen, however, there is a faint condensation.
Lydia too is alarmed by the alarm.
Yeah.
She kind of slowly turns her head to see what's making a peaceful sleep, and sees the condensation, and she's wondering, did I do that?
In Zinnia's pod specifically, the condensation is a little warmer. But as you're looking around to see, like, where did I do this? The window from the pod, however, doesn't look like condensation, but small crystals forming at the edges.
Like ice crystals?
Yes. Looks familiar, like ice crystals.
I kind of want to reach out and touch it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna have Zinnia reach out to touch the crystals.
As Zinnia
go ahead.
As Zinnia touches a finger to the window, being a Herbacean, you instantly feel a small freezing just at the tip of your finger.
She touches it and she's like, ouch! That hurt! What is going on here?
From my bunk, do I have any means to check further, like oxygen levels or temperature levels of the ship?
Yes, on the screen you can select status stuff, but the warning beeping is kind of over the over the screen, so you can see it, but through that warning.
I was gonna say that I immediately. I guess I would have gotten up, tried to see if I could have left my bunk to run to the main computer to see exactly what's going on.
The door to your bunk kind of opens with a little crack, and you see the ice crystals kind of forming around the rim, and all around on the walls, you see the ice kind of just glazing it with a hint, just small, wonderful but frightening shimmer. At the main computer, when you come to, Minerva isn't coming online. The same status screen that Yosef is seeing is kind of up. However, there's a warning at the top, and below it says that the oxygen level is steadily just decreasing, but not in a frightening manner. However, the ship's temperature has gotten completely low, to the point that the computer isn't responding to anything you're tapping onto it.
I would probably be coming in from behind.
Yeah, Sonny's up at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, you need to be wary. You need to put on in some more thermal clothing. The temperature is going to be dangerously low.
You're saying this to me?
Yes.
Like, Yosef, I understand. Minerva, override. What's the code?
Could I attempt to roll brains to help him remind him of the emergency protocols?
Yes, that will be a 8.
And since I'm trying to protect him from freezing, would that count?
No, because you're kind of reminding him.
Fair enough. Hey, it explodes.
Ooh, you can keep rolling if you wish.
Yeah, roll another.
Yes, I do. So let me add a D10 to that.
Actually, no, you did meet the check, so kind of, it's
We'll
you
keep exploding.
Yeah, well.
Application did not respond after I exploded.
You roll another D8.
Come on, Dice Maiden, you got this.
I like how on your stream it says object.
I know. Dice Maiden was just like, no thanks, no, don't want my name out there.
Perceived.
I wish not to be perceived. A double 8. So let's stop there because you did meet the check. What you remember, Yosef, is the entire manual, but not in moments of extreme temperature fluctuations. But you remember that critical computer systems do get shut down in extreme temperature moments because of wiring, all that warning happens. However, for emergency situations, what is important is that there is oxygen, spare oxygen in the cargo bay that people can carry with them if they're lacking of oxygen, and extreme suits that they can wear for extreme temperatures. However, without a consistent charge, that those suits will only last for maybe, if it's a full charge, maybe like a full day, like if you're out in space.
Sir, the ship computer is going to be down as part of the emergency protocol. However, we might be able to reboot it if we can increase the temperature. Furthermore, if the temperatures drop even further, we do have emergency suits in the cargo bay. Do you need one?
Yeah, sure, fine. Listen, Yusuf, try to get the other ones. We need to try to bring this temperature up as fast as we can. You think you could get everybody else?
Of course. And I'm already on my way to get to the other crew members and to check on the captain.
Yeah, captain was.
Where are we going next?
I would say, let me see. I would
Where's
say, like,
Yosef
Yusuf,
going next? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I would have just been like, Yusuf, I'm gonna stay here just in case once you guys are able to change the temperature, I'll stick around by the computer to see if there's anything I could do from my end.
So
I
we're
think-
splitting up and going to the captain's quarters? Is that
Yeah, I
what-
think I would also go that direction just because I'm like, if I probably would have heard Yosef and Chroma go towards the bridge. So I'm gonna go look for the captain too.
You go towards the bridge and take a left, and you see a set of stairs going upstairs and downstairs. You know upstairs is where the captain's quarters are. However, when you come upon his door, it hasn't been open. The bed is still kind of... it's messy in there, of course, but this doesn't look, like he came in. He hasn't probably left the med bay. So you see from the status on the ship's screen in front of his door that the door hasn't been opened, and there is still someone's heartbeat in the med bay, just going up like a small soft beat, just do 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 do.
Okay. I'm assuming Zinnia would also probably head towards the med bay then.
When Zinnia comes through the med bay, you see the medical chamber. There is a fog inside of it, completely normal of this machinery, and you can see the faint boot of the captain. He is still not have awakened, and the medical chamber has a warning on it on the outside.
So Zinnia sees this and she kind of panics a little bit. She's like, we must check on the captain. Something's wrong. The chamber's not opening for some reason.
Okay. Okay. So, how do we check on him if the chamber's not opening?
Oh, I don't remember the code. Oh, everything's just so foggy. I just can't remember the code.
Can I roll brains to try and help her remember?
Yeah.
Okay. My brains is
I
only
will-
good friends. That's my D20.
Wait, what?
My brains is my D20, so
Oh, okay.
that doesn't do terrible.
Let's see. I think I can make this like a. Since the med bay is more Zinnia's room, I would say this is more a 10 for you.
For me?
Yeah, you have to meet a 10 to kind of know what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's fine. I was like, I thought you were gonna make me roll a D10, and I was like, no. Let me just double check all of my little pluses quickly. Okay, cool. Oh, a 9.
Oh, big rip.
I mean, I'm gonna spend an adversity token. It's just one. I'm gonna spend one adversity token.
Okay.
I gotta beat a 9. Just one. Yeah.
So when you're looking through the beeping, the walls around it, the code it can't come to you because you're not familiar with this space. But what you can see is that the beeping is not a problem. The medical chamber, what you can see, has put the captain into stasis because the surrounding temperature has reduced all the technology down, shut everything down, and the medical chamber is now in the stasis mode to protect the patient inside. So the captain is safe. If he were to open the chamber, whatever healing process he's in might be detrimental. What you don't know what the consequences are. It could be, probably okay, but it could also be very, very bad.
Okay. I think he's okay in there if we leave him. It seems like he's in a stasis state, so it might be safer for him in there versus maybe exposing him to whatever is happening out here. I think.
Sonny, you might be right. Let me just check Let me just check his stats really quick, just to make sure he's safe. So,
Okay.
Can I roll brains to make sure, check the stats to make sure everything's good in there before we walk away?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to do a check with this one because you're familiar with this room. You understand what all these little monitoring things are. You see his heart rate is stable. He is still in the healing process without enough power to the medical chamber right now. That is in pause. So his healing, he's part of in the process. He's asleep. His pressure, everything is completely normal. As long as he stays in here, he should be fine. I'm trying to think of any other monitors that you could possibly see, but so far everything looks a-okay.
Okay, so Sonny, she looks over to Sonny, she puts her head on the glass, and she goes, "Oh, I don't know why I panicked so weirdly. It must not have gotten enough sleep. Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine."
Do you want to maybe go meet the others on the bridge and see if we can figure out what's going on?
Sure, lead the way. And so Zinnia kind of leaves the room, kind of reluctantly, looking back.
Yeah, let's go to the bridge.
During this time, I had gone to the storage room to retrieve 4 suits, each one for that would fit us in our xenotype, and I would have probably run into them as they were leaving the med bay. What is the status of the captain?
He's fine, Yosef. He's in stasis. But where are you going with the suits?
The temperature is dropping dangerously fast. We should be prepared. I have these ready.
In your hand, do you have the suits prepared? Is that what you picked up?
Yes, that's what I picked up. And
The suits are to fit everyone's xenotype. The suits are magnetic badges that you can connect to the straps on everyone's shoulder, kind of what Chroma is wearing in his picture. And as soon as you connect to it, almost a translucent covering surrounds the wearer to protect them from extreme temperatures.
I would be assisting Chroma into his unless he stops me.
And you said that the suits need to be like they're just like a temporary measure for the time being, right?
Yes, without constant charge, those badges will kind of flicker, and without the battery will only run maybe like 24 hours. Without,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I'm definitely putting a suit on. I'm not trying to freeze to death.
The badge kind of flickers on, and you see this translucent wave kind of go over your feathers, and everybody kind of has like this blue sheen, and that is this suit just covering every inch.
All right. First thing we need to do is we need to get this temperature up. Where's the captain?
He's in the stasis.
Well, wake his lazy ass up. The ship might be going to hell.
I would not advise that we do that. He's still in the process of healing in his proto chamber.
Oh, what? From some scrapes and bruises? Come on, that mission should have not been that hard on him. I mean, I get that he's old and everything, but really, like, this is his ship.
If we wake him, it could be detrimental to his healing and make things worse.
All right, well, here I go bailing him out again. All right,
Also, Chroma, you already know he likes to hide his pain from us. And you especially, since you always try to steal the minnow.
All right, well, this is going to make it so much harder for me to steal his precious minnow from him, wouldn't it?
Sure, so you say.
So I know. But besides the point, anyways, we have to get this temperature going up.
I agree. We should begin looking for possible causations of leaks or other damages.
Where the hell did this come from anyway?
Good question, Chroma. Weren't you supposed to be driving?
I was asleep the rest as you guys were. Per captain's orders.
Probably all the freeze-dried ice cream you ate. Maybe you should have had some soy chips instead.
I like regurg. I'm just like, yeah, soy chips would have helped. Ugh. All right, let's get a move on before this gets worse.
Is there something that I could check in, like, the manuals of the ship or something? Because she's definitely always reading everything. So is there something that they could check that would give, like, maybe some sort of, like, explanation for what's happening?
The main bridge, this is an old ship, and it's lived so many lives and so many captains that there's not really a manual, and the shell has been replaced. So,
Right.
Yeah, there's many. You can look outside. I don't know, look at the computer again. I'm trying to think what Sunny would know when it comes to manuals. You kind of know just basic ship programming, just understanding okay, there is something that could be causing this, and finding the source of it could help the computer reboot up.
While they're doing that, I'm going to manually inspect the cargo bay area and the launch points for the escape pods to see if there's any possible damage or leaks happening in there.
In the cargo bay, Yosef, as you walk in, Everyone knows that the cargo bay door is not the best door, but it's pretty firm and tight. You can see ice crystals kind of forming around it, but not too much to indicate a leak. The Minerva would have caught it if the outside space environment was leaking into the spaceship, and you would notice a drop in oxygen as well. So nothing too big there. As you're going around, you see a couple rigs, some ATVs, kind of older, worn out ones with all the loot, the minerals that you were tasked to do in your recent mission, everyone's spare tools, and just some other boxes and cargo from other missions for some spare credits that the captain has been meaning to get back into the district and return and, get paid for. If you're heading back down to the escape pods, walking out back to the mess hall towards the bridge, you take a left. You see the upstairs to go to the captain's quarters, and when you go downstairs, you see the entrance to the escape pods. This is also another place on the ship that is not too... It is pretty worn and old, and the escape pods are all there. Some of the screens are kind of blinking, but that's kind of normal, though. It never really did get replaced. Before we continue, could we do a quick bio break, as this ad is about to start in like 15 seconds?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
Great.
my radiators are screaming, so.
Good.
Awesome.
All I know is that this ship wouldn't be shot to hell if Chroma was the one leading it.
Okay, Chroma.
All right, everyone, be right back. You were checking the escape pods when we were here last. What was the last thing you were doing?
Well, as I mentioned, I was looking for any signs of physical damage, anything that looked like could cause a contamination in a CO2 leak or other such problems in the area. I'm glad to see that the cargo bay door is latched up and sealed. That was a major concern, but now that I am no longer concerned that my organic friend was not breathing, I'm looking for smaller, potentially other hazards.
Around you see the same ice crystals forming. They're steadily, decreasing the temperature, and the oxygen is steadily going, but it's not indicative. I cannot say that word. Indicative of a major leak, but it has been just softly going down. You can see it just ticker off just a little bit at a time.
While I'm here in this room and I'm with the crystals, this mineral, just out of curiosity, I would pick one up and it would begin to try to examine it a little bit more closely. This is the only foreign object we have brought on board. I'm hoping it's not causing a problem with the atmosphere.
You want to do a brains check?
Yes, I would very much like to do a brains check.
Let's
Your
make
brain
it
telling
a geology, a 10.
A 10?
Yes, brains. Yes.
Well, my brains is a D8.
My gosh, I just realized I could have taken half when I rolled.
Yep.
I am going to bring one of the crystals up with me
Wasted adversity
and bring
token.
this concept and idea to the rest of the crew members and see if we can put our heads together to see if this could possibly be a causation to the atmosphere problems in our ship.
So you said you're bringing it to us?
Yes.
Okay.
So I see Yosef with the crystal, and I say, "Careful with that. When I touched it earlier, it burned my hand. So be careful, Yosef."
I understand. It won't burn me as I flex my synthetic hand, but I have an inquiry. The properties of this mineral, do you think in large quantities it could cause a problem with our local atmosphere?
Can I examine it?
Yes, brains of 10.
Okay, so now I'm gonna take half.
What is it? Your brains of 10. I mean, that's just your D20, so that's a 10.
Yeah.
Perfect. So when Sunny looks at the crystal, and referring back to what Zinnia said, Sunny's kind of confused because the crystals were what you were mining for probably the last 26 hours. This was a job that the captain and everyone had agreed to do, and they've all touched the crystals, and probably Zinnia was referring to the ice that was like layering the window that burned them, and they thought it could be similar, but it doesn't burn. It's just something that they could sell for high enough credits. This is common in certain cave areas of the Vardis planetary systems. There's nothing in your knowledge that indicates an atmospheric change.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like this could be the cause, but it was a good thought. I don't know what could be
Similar to the
causing-
ice chips earlier.
Yeah, I don't know what could be causing such a dramatic shift in the whole of the ship.
I am confused as well. I have not seen any sign of gas leaks or major damages, though I did not have done a thorough examination. Should I begin?
Send it, Yusuf. What would my pilot, I guess, like expertise tell me would be like the lead cause of this? Like, what would my like, I guess, insight take me towards, given the scenario?
Given the scenario, with your pilot education, you know that you cannot fly this ship currently without either figuring out what is causing the mainframe to be locked down, or the warning symbols, like, you understand from ships and anatomy and all your education that there is something currently that is keeping the temperature, and not only keeping the temperature, possibly bringing the temperature down to whatever the temperature is out, well, space cold. You're fine.
All right.
You all get one. That's for my players. You all get one to give everyone an AT.
I have so many points. I could just give us like 5.
I
won't do that.
Yeah, one for everyone we can do, and that I think that's good.
All right. Yusuf, where have you checked so far for these leaks?
I have checked the cargo bay and the escape pods.
And nothing?
No, I have not seen any sign of damage or gas leak.
Minerva is offline until we're able to fix this problem. And we have no idea where this leak is coming from. I say we divide and try to see what other rooms we haven't checked to see where this may be coming from. We come back here and we give our intel to see what it is that we found.
Agreed. I'm going to go back into the engine room and see if there's anything we can do.
Alright.
I hope it's nothing in the med bay, because I know the captain was going in there to heal, but it's moving really slow. So I'm hoping something isn't broken in there. Maybe I should check there.
Alright.
As you four decide to divide and conquer on this tiny supply ship, what looks like Minerva coming online, a hologram, starts forming on the bridge, but it isn't Minerva's face or form. It looks masculine. A sharp smile comes to their face. They have disheveled hair and eyes that look like they can peer into your very being. And with the smile, looks at all 4 of you and says, "Well, that took a while."
Hi? Who are you?
This is... I am Chroma Johnson. To who am I speaking to?
Please state your designation.
What the hell are you doing there?
The masculine figure has a long trench coat, deep eyes. Because the hologram is fully blue, you don't really see significant colors, but a gradient of blue. It looks to you and says, "What should we call me? If you are the minnow, then perhaps you may call me the whale."
I don't really like that as just like it seems a little aggressive. Are you planning to eat us?
Look at you all thinking away. He kind of puts his hands together, just holding really tightly. Just looking from each one of you, plugging what little you know into meaning. He laughs out, just a sinister, like, just out. And with a grin, he says, I've seen what is in your hearts, and I'm here to wake you up. Only children dream of such lofty goals. What if you can see where your choices lead? Around you, a droning sound like an engine starting up echoes into your ears. Softly, you feel your eyes suffer and your limbs start to go limp. Be careful where you fall. He points to the ground below you. A soft wafting fatigue washes all four of you, and all of you collapse down into a sleep. The first to open their eyes is Sani.
God.
Your wings furl, and as you wake, you feel a distant warmth. Around you are your fellow crew. However, you can see a lift of age on everyone's face. And a bright light is peeking through to your nest. And on the nearby hillside, a large towering temple rings in the morning air. A hymnal is rushing into the wind with a soft, welcoming melody. You know this sound. This is the morning on a Mysterian asteroid.
Wait. Wait, okay. So I'm waking. What am I just like in a field? Where am I?
You are in your room, a bed. It looks pretty large. It has it looks like a nest of bedding. Just pillows and wonderful, comfortable spaces. And it's huge. It is a big space for a bedroom, but it is familiar to you. As your friends, comrades are there as well, and they are waking next to you.
Oh, they're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I remember, like, everything that presumably just happened? Am I confused, or am I like, yeah, this is vibes, I'm home with all of my friends?
You
Question
remember
mark?
everything.
Okay.
You just
okay.
awoke into this.
And are they still asleep?
Nope, they're awake next to you.
Hi, do you guys know what's going on?
I have no idea what's going on here, Sani. Where are we?
This is, I think I'm home. I think this is my home. It sounds like my home. This all feels very familiar, but also we were just on the ship with a person who was as insinuating they were going to eat us and also maybe crush our dreams. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on.
I swear, these missions get worse and worse. What the hell is going on?
I think I'm gonna.
Like, are we being sawed? Is that what's going on? Are we being sawed right now?
I don't really see a saw, so I don't think that's what's happening.
No, I remember those old movies from like super long ago, classics. They show them in the theater sometimes in the mess hall, you know.
Sorry, what's a movie? What is?
Grandma, what are you talking about?
Nothing. Point being is that it seems like someone's messing with us.
I think I get up and I like leave my room. I'm so confused. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave my room and like go and look around my home? Question mark?
Let me reduce the music a bit. Sorry about that. Around you, you see wings that are familiar to you. The temple Jazz is far and ahead of you. In front of you, someone walks up to you and you recognize them as Jaz, Maya, Nani, or Nani. Nani looks at you with big, red, bright feathers, a macabre beak, and glistening green eyes, and says, "Oh, you're awake now? Hello, dear."
Funny. She looks kind of similar to me.
I'm very confused. I don't know. I'm not sure.
What are you not sure of? You were just here like a second ago. Is your friends awake? Do you all wish for some nourishment?
Yes, definitely nourishment.
I think I'm good. I don't want any.
All right.
While this is happening, Yosef, who's just now coming to, is checking his own internal status logs to try to figure out what happened to himself.
Your internal status logs come up, and you see says nothing different from when you were on the ship. You try to, like, if you're trying to look for a location, anything like that, it looks it's not stating the correct information. It looks like it's like blurring like out. It could be because Mysterians are very isolated and, you know, they kind of hide away, or it could be just a malfunctioning error.
Yeah, it would have been like Yusuf, you up?
I'm up. My diagnostic equipment, however, seems to be malfunctioning. It's stating as if I'm still on the ship. This does not make sense with what I am seeing here.
Can you do like a bioscan? Something's not right. I don't think we are where we think we are.
I'm attempting to, but again, my diagnostic equipment is not rendering correctly. I'm still working on it.
Alright. From what this looks like, for all we know, there just could be some type of illusion or something that's going on. Whatever bastard took over the ship is doing this to us. We can't let any of this stuff fool us.
Outside, you hear the bells of the temple Jaz ringing. Maya Nani, Maya, the name of her mother, and Nani, the name that her mother has given to her. Nani stands and looks to the window and says, "Oh, they're ringing a lot this morning. I wonder what is going up there. Sonny, your mother is probably up there. Did you, oh my goodness. All right, y'all, everyone take your food if you wish. Zinnia, I'm so glad that all of you are able to visit us. It's been so long since, you know, Sani has gone out on her first adventure. I cannot believe how old you are, but I know you have to rush. Sani, go up to the temple. I'll be right with you. Let me pack up. Everyone's being ushered there. The hymnals are kind of getting louder, and it seems not the common morning ones that you're familiar with. They seem as if it's like a call to prayer.
Okay, I think hearing that my mom is there, I'm gonna go. I'll probably just kind of like, I'll look back at everyone else, just be like, I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but I feel like if anybody would know, it's my mom. So I'm gonna go find her, and if you guys want to keep, I don't know.
Sani. I'm like laughing awkwardly, like as these people are, I guess, like these like what Chroma assumes is a mirage or an illusion. I'm like, yeah, Sonny, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if anybody knows what's going on, it's my mom, because my mom knows most things.
Do you really think? Look at me. Look at me. Look around. Look at your crewmates, right? Take a really good look at what's going on, all right? What was the last thing you remember? You think that we were on a frozen ship, right? Captain sleeping in his quarters, and then out of nowhere, we're just back home? That's not how it works, right? This is not your home. That's not your mom. That's not the temple. What are you doing?
Okay, but what else are we supposed to do? Krona?